I did.
Yeah. Lily, Cora, and Harper both slept.
Yeah, and I think Mom, I speak like...
Uh-oh.
Daddy, I speak like this.
Oh, yeah. Okay. We are back in the U.S. And now we just need to go through immigration, baggage claim, border control, fun stuff, and all that. Super excited.
On the flight, on the flight, they gave us these.
Ooh, wings?
Yeah, I was like, what is Jordan? And I saw this.
Yeah, that was nice. Yeah, we can put them right to your Delta wings.
Yeah.
Yeah. This place? It's been a while, hasn't it? Hey! So, that video kind of ended a little abruptly. We didn't really film much after that. We got home and we spent a month in the United States, hanging out with family and friends, going to some birthday parties, and doing just things like that, and we didn't film any of it.
Nope. We wanted to take a little break.
It was a much needed break. So yeah, we actually took a break from editing and filming, and it was amazing. So we are actually back in, shall we say where we're at?
Japan.
We're back in Japan right now. So today is July 1st. So that video, I just kind of threw in that little intro to show that we were heading back home and we are back on the road now. And we thought we'd like to do a little Q&A. So a lot of people ask us questions all the time. You guys send them in, you put them on Instagram in the comments and everything, just about where we've been, what we're doing, what we got going on next. And we thought, let's answer those questions. All right. First question is, when did you start your travels and why did you decide to do it?
We started our travels May of 2022, and we decided to do it because, I don't know, we were ready. Life is too short, and yeah, we love traveling, and that's why.
So I guess, like a lot of you probably watch a lot of the big travel channels out there, and we always kind of thought, that's awesome, what a life, and we would love to do something, but it was always just kind of something that other people do. That's what other people do. And then, I don't know, we started working from home during the COVID stuff and not taking the kids to daycare and realized we didn't want to go back to that life again.
Yeah.
So we did it. So yeah, we sold the house in April of 2022 and moved in with her mom for about 4 weeks and then hit the road in May of 2022. And we've been traveling now, so about 14 months.
Yep.
And it's been amazing.
Yes, we wouldn't change a thing.
Next question. What country have you found the people to be the nicest? I think this is probably a toss-up between two countries.
Yeah, I would say Japan and Thailand.
Yep, 100%. Exactly the same thing I was going to say. I mean, honestly, we've hardly met rude people around the world.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just, most people are nice. Most people in the world are good and nice.
Yeah. All right. What has been your favorite country to visit so far and why?
I have two on that one. Okay, obviously, Japan. Why?
Everything.
The food, the people, the conveniences,
Yep.
the cleanliness. Oh
Yes,
my God, it's so
so
clean. It's absolutely just like unbelievably clean here. So orderly. And then I would say my number 2 favorite country, Germany.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I love Germany. I love the people in Germany. I love the summer weather in Germany. It's just so nice. Like if that's, I've never been to Germany in the winter. I don't know if I want to because I think it's more like home. But I think the summer weather that I've always experienced in Germany, I love it.
Yeah.
And then the people, and then we had this time when we went to Munich and we went to this soccer field on like a Saturday morning.
It was awesome.
There's a beer garden there. They're cooking out and we're just hanging out with all the families and stuff. And it was awesome.
Yeah. So we're ready to go back to Germany.
Yes, definitely. You can hear our kids. We have kids. Sorry. Not sorry. Which place surprised you the most during your travels? This is a tough one. Siem Reap.
Yeah, I was about to say Cambodia.
Yeah.
So.
I really liked Siem Reap.
Yep.
We didn't have the greatest time in Phnom Penh, but that's because it poured down rain nonstop the entire time we were there, and we didn't get to go see anything.
Yeah.
I mean, like, streets flooded, pouring rain. I mean, we couldn't even leave the building most of the time.
No.
But Siem Reap
was amazing. We definitely will go back.
Also, the people there, too. Holy cow.
Yeah.
Except for at Angkor Wat. Let's see that in a video somewhere. It's, I don't know. Anyway, though, Siem Reap, amazing. Loved it.
Yeah.
Loved it.
We'll definitely go back.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Definitely.
The place we stayed, I think, also helped.
Oh, yeah. We stayed at the Angkor Heart Bungalows in Siem Reap. If you go, book that place. It's amazing. If you're a family and you find it on like Airbnb, don't book the 2-bedroom because it's actually 2 bungalows right next to each other.
Yeah.
Book the family suites. You might need to call them or email them, but they're amazing. Yeah, recommend. What's your favorite food that you've discovered on your travels? I think I have mine.
I think I would say the sushi in Japan, actually.
Okay.
Because, I don't know, back at home, I never really wanted to eat, like, the salmon and things like that. But here, it's amazing.
It
like,
is.
That's all I eat.
So good. Lindsay would never eat, like, the nigiri rolls, which is just like the rice with the piece of fish over the top of it at home. But you like to eat them here.
I guess I was just forced here.
Pretty much.
And they're amazing.
Yeah. I would say my favorite new food, cow soy. Perfect bite of cow soy, I think. Mm. Mm. Oh my god. It's so good. So it's like a yellow curry. Oh my god, it's so good.
Yes.
In northern Thailand, they have this dish. It's northern Thai noodles.
It's the best.
Oh, so good.
That's definitely up there.
So
for
good.
Sure. Cow soy.
Cow soy is amazing. Definitely.
All right, next question. What are some travel hacks or tips that you've learned along the way?
Take what you have and you want to bring and cut it in half. You can always take less. A tip that a lot of people don't realize is that chargers and electrical outlets, you don't need to get a converter. You don't need to change from like the voltages to your voltage at home as long as your device says it's good between 100 and 240 volts. Then you just need an adapter. In almost every modern piece of electronics, if it's DC, low voltage, then like your phones, your cameras, things like that, they are all 100 to 240 volts, and you just need an adapter. So you don't need a big clunky converter. So just buy an adapter pack. We have a bucket of them. We just have this bag full of all these different adapters. Just have all these adapters instead of having an inverter. So I don't know if this is better. Okay, next question. Can you share a memorable interaction with a local that you've had during your travels? Yes, we can. I think my favorite was in Hoi An.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, our hosts, they were amazing. They had a restaurant, and the day we checked in, they invited us to the restaurant. They gave us free food. Like, yeah, they were very, very accommodating, for sure.
Yeah, the place was amazing.
Yeah.
First of all, it had a private pool, like attached to it was so awesome.
Yeah.
And then the hosts were amazing.
Yeah.
They went grocery shopping for us every day, brought us fresh eggs, fresh fruit from the market. They brought us to the restaurant, they fed us. It was amazing time. I really liked that place we stayed in.
Yeah. All right, next question. What has been the funniest moment on your travels so far?
I know.
Oh, yeah.
The sushi train.
Yep. Kura sushi.
So when we first got here, it was our first day in Japan. We just landed. And Kura sushi, the food comes around on the conveyor belt. And I didn't know you had to like lift the dome off the top of it and grab the plate. I tried to grab the whole dome thing, but they're all chained to each other. So when I grabbed it, it like grabbed all these other ones, and then like they started bunching up and crashing, and they had to stop the entire conveyor belt. I've never seen a conveyor belt stop at a sushi train in the like 5 months we've been in Japan since that happened.
We should have just took it.
They're all taxi tickets.
Whoops.
So yeah, I'm surprised I wasn't on the news for that one.
You might have been.
I might have been. All right, so funniest to the next superlative. Can you share your scariest moment while traveling?
Yep.
Yep.
When Harper broke her arm.
Yeah. Yeah.
So horrible.
That was an awful one. If you haven't seen that video, I don't really want to relive the whole thing right here, but it's up there. Hey, baby. You got bloody nose? Your arm hurts? Okay, we're gonna go to the hospital, okay? It was a scary night. We had to take her to the hospital. We could obviously see it was broken. She fell off the back of the couch, and it was obviously like crooked. So we took her to the hospital, and they had very strict COVID restrictions still at that time. This was back in last July, maybe.
Yeah.
So it happened in Austria, which that's another one of our hosts that was amazing. We text them after it happened to see if they could help us find a hospital, what to go to. And within like 30 seconds, they were knocking on our door. So they lived in the same building. And they were awesome. They helped us find a place. They helped us call a cab, things like that. So we went to the hospital in Austria. We went to a hospital in Budapest to get it checked again, where they said that they might have to do surgery on it. So they think they just wanted to charge us for more x-rays. So then we finally were able to get the cast off when we got to Bangkok. Mm-hmm. So we explored the healthcare systems of 3 countries on our travels. So that's fun. Yeah.
No, it was horrible.
It was.
But she's all good now.
She is. Okay, next question. This one is about working. We get this one a lot. Do you work, or are you just on a break? Are you trust fund babies, or what? No one ever asks us that. We don't look like trust fund babies, I guess. We're not. And we do work. And we work a lot. So we spend a lot of days just sitting in our hotel rooms and Airbnbs and not leaving because we do have to work. And that's the truth of it. That's the truth of full-time travel. Our first year, we'd saved up a lot of money, and we took a lot of the proceeds from selling our house, and we were able to travel without working as much. But the further along we get, the more we have to actually work. So yeah. So we're working right now until YouTube can start paying our bills. And it's not yet. So until then, we're working.
Next question. How do you manage the girls' schooling while on the road? So, I have them in a program called Reading Eggs. Lily's in 1st grade and Cora's in kindergarten. They're about to be done with 1st grade and kindergarten, I guess. And Harper's in preschool. And school's awesome because you can change it up. Like, I had them in a program last year before we left and like the beginning of this year. And it just kind of really wasn't working for them. So I switched it, and this new program, Reading Eggs, has helped them tremendously. So
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
awesome.
Lily's making way more progress this
Yeah.
year, or on this program than.
yeah.
So yeah, on days that I work or I'm editing, then she's pretty much doing schoolwork. So it works out that way.
Yeah.
So like I said, we spend a lot of days inside working and things like that, but girls need to do school anyway.
Yeah.
And then we also take moments out, like while we're traveling, to try and teach them. We teach them about history and social things, and it's like we try and take money spending times and things like that, and teach them about that, and just use the world. I mean, it's kind of a world schooling thing that we're doing, and it's working out.
Yeah.
It's good. We're enjoying it, and the girls enjoy it, and we'll keep on doing it as long as we think that they're gaining what they need to gain.
Mm-hmm. Next
right.
question.
Oh, here's the big one.
Are you planning to have any more kids? Nope.
So before we left, that was one of the conditions, is we needed to make it to where we couldn't have any more kids. We didn't want an accidental baby on the road. So no, I am incapable of having any more children. Next question. How long do you plan to continue your travels? Till we don't want to. And I know that sounds like a cop-out answer, but that's what we said when we went out. We said we wanted to do it a year, at least.
Mm-hmm.
And we didn't want to like give up before the year because we wanted to give it a fair shot. I don't think we ever had the moment in that first year where we're like, I want to quit. But,
No.
so that's good. And that's probably why we continued going. And now it's just as long as we want to. And as long as we can.
Yeah.
As long as it's good for what our family needs.
Mm-hmm.
If we're having issues with the girls needing, I don't know, special care or special instructions or something like that, and we need to go and have a more permanent residence, then we'll look at it at that time. And we'll evaluate any of these situations as they arise. And that's pretty much the gist of it. Until we don't want to.
Yeah.
And that's what we always said with the YouTube videos. We'll keep on making them as long as we want to.
Yeah.
As long as we're having fun doing it. If we don't like doing it and it becomes something we don't like, then we won't do it.
Mm-hmm.
As simple as that. Next question. Okay, we get this one a lot. Nobody's actually come out and just asked us this next question, but we see it a lot in the comments. So the question is, are you moving to Japan? Not right now. We have considered it, to be fully honest. And as we said earlier, it is probably one of the places we would most like to live. I think we'd like to live somewhere closer to Tokyo, though. We're down in Fukuoka right now, and it just doesn't have that everything that Tokyo has. And we like the big cities.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's us. We like the big cities. We love good public transit. We love having everything you could possibly want, like within a short train ride.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we've considered it, and it may happen. Maybe we'll do it for a year. Maybe not. Maybe we'll find somewhere else that we love even more. I don't know.
Yeah. It's all up in the air.
It is all up in the air. All right, next question. This one's probably from one of our moms.
When are you coming home?
Same answer. When we're done.
We don't know.
Yeah. Last question.
All right. Any sneak peeks you can share about your upcoming travels?
Ooh. Okay, so travels that we haven't done yet because this is from the future, or videos that are coming up. Let's talk about the videos that are coming up. So what do we have next coming up in videos? We rented an RV. We rented an RV in Chicago, Illinois. We drove it across the country to Las Vegas, Nevada.
It was really fun.
It was a lot of fun. So we spent about 2.5 weeks doing that, and you'll see the whole thing unfold. We're
kind of nervous about it.
We had some camera issues, and we don't know if we filmed enough. Yeah. So it might be a very compressed set of videos or video.
Mm-hmm.
So we have 2.5 weeks on this RV trip. It might be 2 videos. It might be 1 video. I don't know. That'll be the next video that comes out, though, is probably. And then we'll have 1 more day doing stuff in the United States, a U.S. dedicated video, I'm pretty sure. And then we get on a plane in L.A.
and we
head
fly to Japan.
Tokyo. So then we'll have a long series of Japan. So if you're here for the Japan stuff, stick around because in about 4 or 5 more videos, we'll have a ton more Japan stuff coming up.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it. That's where we're at. Today is July 1st. We've been traveling for 14 months. Anything else you want to add?
Nope, I don't think so.
All right, cool. Let us know in the comments what you think. If you have any other questions for the next Q&A, put them down here. We'll check it out. And thanks so much for watching.
Yeah, thank you all.
All right, see y'all later.
Bye.